And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And this is the time when you get out your pencil and paper. We write down upcoming things that are happening that you might be interested in. And I got a email from the museum today, and they're having an ugly Christmas sweater workshop. I didn't get a date, so I'm not sure what that is, but you can call them at 339-5745. But it's an ugly Christmas workshop. It's a ticketed event, and you bring a sweater, and then they're going to supply everything that you need to do to make it an ugly Christmas sweater. And I have closets full of those, folks, so I don't believe I'll go make another one. Now, also at the museum on 11/11, they're going to have Faces of War, a living history event. It's free to the public. It's from 2 to 5 on 11/11, Veterans Day. And they're partnering with the DAR and Lee University to present this event. And they're going to be sharing local biographies of people, I'm sure, people who have served in the war. Now, I will say, most of you know this, that the end of World War I was November the 11th month, the 11th day at 11 o'clock in the morning. So that's 11/11/11, but we're having, this will be 11/11 of 18 from 2 to 5 at the museum. They are looking for World War II artifacts, donations for their traveling trunk. The items needed but not limited to are uniform pieces, Allied or Axis, medals, newspapers, foreign money, unique or miscellaneous items. And I've got a trunk of stuff I need to look through and get some things to them. Then they're going to have their Christmas open house and artist event. There'll be artists there. I will be there with my cross stitch. There will be a lot of other people there, and that's going to be the 25th from 1 to 6. That's the Sunday after Thanksgiving at the museum, and that is free. You come in, you walk around, you buy from the people that are there, and that'll be great. Alan Shuptrine exhibit is on display from September 21st through January 17th. So if you haven't been by there to see that yet, you need to go see that. Now, this Thursday will be the 5th annual Alumni and Friends celebration, and you know I had Cindy and Melissa on to tell us about that. It's going to be from 5:30 to 8 in the gym at Cleveland State, and it's sponsored by First Tennessee Foundation. And for more information or to register, and you must register for this because they need to know how much food to prepare, you go to mycs.cc/alumni and friends, and that will tell you all the information you need to know. Now, the annual basket fund drive kicked off with interviews and registration for baskets on November the 5th at the Museum Center, and I'm hoping that everybody got down there for that and got signed up. Now, they need donations from us as citizens to help them make these baskets. Some years our basket numbers are bigger than others. I don't know what they've anticipated for this year, but you can make a check to First Tennessee Bank, and you make it to the basket fund, but then you take it by First Tennessee Bank on Keith Street, Cook's Food Store on Keith Street, or the United Way of the Ocoee region on Ocoee Street. So if you would like to donate to that, you can do that. Now, this Saturday, November the 10th, there's a lot of things happening, and I want you to get out your piece of paper and write this down. We have a lot of open houses. Some of them I have times for, and some of them I don't, and I'm guessing, okay? So I'm having an open house at the Red Ribbon on 270 Central Avenue, and it's going to be from 10 to 5. I've got beautiful holiday decor and ornaments, and I will be serving Lolo Dot cookies, and there will be free gifts given away, and you can register for a drawing. Now, Perry's Petals at Stewart Plaza will be having their holiday open house, and we try to coordinate ours together. Will be from 10 to 5, and they have loads of refreshments. Her sisters come into town, and they really put on the show. And they have holiday decor, wreaths, centerpieces, all kinds of things like that, and theirs is from 10 to 5. Okay, then Relic's open house will be the same day, and they're out on Candy's Lane, and I think theirs is 10 to 5, and they'll have refreshments and holiday decor, and that's a great place to find some antiques. If you want some antique decor, I'm sure that she will have some. And then Habitat has their holiday open house that day, and I think it starts at 10, And I've got a question mark because I'm not really sure what time it is over. But they'll have some great things. And they've been decorating, folks. They put trees up and they put ornaments on. And actually, if you want to get a tree, you might want to check at Habitat before you go anywhere else, because the one I have at the shop, I got there and I think I paid $5 for it. And it's a big tree. Now, it wasn't pre-lit. I have to put lights on it, but $5, I can put lights on the tree. Now, also, Christmas in a Wizarding World will be at Books A Million from 2 to 4. And I'm sure we know what that is with the wizard. And then Free to Fly will have their open house from 10 to 2, and they're downtown on Broad Street next door to Gardner's Market, and they will have their open house from 10 to 2. And then Bethel Baptist Church is going to have their fall festival from 2 to 6, and they're located at 2514 Old Chattanooga Pike. So all of this is going on in your neighborhood, folks. And this is a great time to get out. Just get out Saturday morning and make you a list. Red Ribbon, Perry's Petals, Relics, Habitat, and Books A Million, and Free to Fly. There's 6 places you can go, basically between, most of them from 10 to 5, although Free to Fly is 10 to 2. And then you can go to Bethel Baptist for their fall festival from 2 to 6. Lots of things for you to do this coming Saturday, November the 10th. Okay, now, Jenkins is having a wonderful event on November the 12th. Monday, November the 12th will be the technical Veterans Day, because Veterans Day 11/11 is actually on a Sunday. So and like Andrew told you, the library will be closed on Sunday 11/11, but most of your federal office buildings and your local government office buildings will be closed on the 12th. So we're celebrating Veterans Day for 2 days. And so on the 12th, Jenkins Restaurant is going to have, they have a limited menu that's free for veterans, active veterans, retired veterans, and I think this is wonderful. 10:30 to 3 o'clock at Jenkins, you can go get a free meal, and I think this is super. And I have a young man that's moved into my neighborhood that's a veteran, and I'm going to be sure he knows about this because I think that would be great. Now, moving on in toward the month, we have Carols in the City, and that's Friday evening, November the 10th. And this is what happens. This is the tree lighting. You know, we have the big tree in front of the old post office. That tree was a tiny little tree when they first planted it, and now, holy smokums, it's a big, huge tree. There will be lights on it. We will light it. Santa will come and light it, or Mayor Gary and Mayor Kevin will light the tree, and Santa and Mrs. Santa will be there, and the tree will be lit at 6 o'clock. And then you start the reverse caroling. And the way reverse caroling works is the carolers don't come to you, you go to the carolers. So First Baptist will be on the post office steps. And then you'll come around the corner onto Church Street, and Broad Street will carol for you. And then you go on, and there will be someone leading you around. And every year the crowd has grown, because I'm one of the participants at Broad Street. And every year we're just fascinated at how many people come out for the reverse caroling, for the tree lighting and reverse caroling. And I'm going to assume, and I haven't talked to Sharon, but I'm going to assume that Santa will be in the gazebo for pictures, and that also that the carriage will be there for you to have rides with Santa. So that is on November the 30th. And then our Christmas parade is Saturday, December the 1st, and that starts at 6 o'clock from the parking lot at Bradley High School. And folks, that goes on. In fact, I've judged the Christmas parade a couple of times. We will have people just going out of the parking lot while other people are coming back in from having made the run. So it goes that way, and that map will be in the paper, and I'll try to get Sharon on maybe to tell us a little bit about how it goes so you'll know where to stand. But we have the parade beginning at 6 o'clock because with the time change, which honestly, folks, I'm not real proud of. I don't like it. But anyway, I digress, and I'll go back and tell you something in a minute. But we start at 6 because it is a lighted Christmas parade. Every float will have some kind of lights on it. Some things will have moving parts on it. Some floats will have choirs on it, or children's choruses from our schools. And so it's a wonderful event to stand out there and watch the parade go by. And these people sometimes put a lot of work into these floats, folks. So I think Mars has probably won it the overall for several years, and theirs is always phenomenal, just phenomenal. Now, this time change. This past weekend, I was in Nashville for a Tennessee School Board Association meeting. So going to Nashville, you lose an hour. You know, you have that regular time change when you go right down through the Sequoia Valley, down through there, and you lose an hour. Well, this was also the weekend for the time change. So not only did I lose an hour, but then I lost an hour. And then coming back, I gained the hour I had lost in Nashville, but I had still lost an hour. I do not like this new time. I do not like it being dark at 5:45. And but I know that in the mornings it's daylight, and the kids standing out waiting for the bus, you can see them. And I know sometimes it's been very difficult to see kids sometimes when I have to come in early for 7 o'clock meetings, and kids are standing out waiting on the bus. So, it's justified, but that doesn't mean I have to like it, okay? Now, the Airmen of Note, the U.S. Air Force Jazz Ensemble, will perform Saturday the 17th at Walker Valley High School beginning at 7:30. Admission to the concert is free, but tickets are required. Now, they have a pretty good size auditorium over there at Walker Valley. I don't know exactly how many they seat, but you can reserve the tickets by going online to www.eventbrite.com. And I'm not sure that's, yes it is, it's on your screen. And then USAF Airmen of Note Live. And you can do that and reserve your ticket. And Donald Benton, the band director, suggests that you reserve your tickets now. And as of Wednesday, 2 Wednesdays ago, 300 of the 700 available tickets had been claimed. So there's only, 2 weeks ago, there were only 400 tickets left, folks. So you might want to check on that right now. I've heard a couple of these military bands come in. In fact, when I used to do the choir and the community chorus in Sweetwater, I had a young man who joined the Air Force, drummer, fantastic drummer, and he joined the Air Force and went in the band, in one of their jazz bands, and Vidito was his last name, and nice young man. So I hope everybody survived all the Halloween activities. Centenary Street, I haven't seen some of those people, but I'm pretty sure they survived. I was live at the block party on Halloween night from 3:15 to 5 o'clock. A lot of activities going on down there. A lot of great things were happening. A lot of good food, and it was a great event, folks. So I hope everybody enjoyed it. And so now this Saturday, you have 6 places you can go. So I hope you wrote those down. And my producer is flagging me and saying that I need to start wrapping it up. So this has been a great day in Nancy's neighborhood. I will have Sandy's book at the Red Ribbon. She's going to drop some by tomorrow. And these are very, very nice. And like I say, if any of y'all ever have to do a little pre-devotional type thing, or some of these poems are really, really nice, folks. So so this would be great, a great resource for you to have something to look at. And she read Old Glory for you. So that would be something if you were asked to make a few comments before a 4th of July event or something. This would be a great little book to have in your repertoire of things I most likely might do. So, folks, it's been a great day on Nancy's Neighborhood, and I'm so glad to be back with you today. Stay warm, stay dry, because it was misting a little bit when I came in, and it was getting cooler. So today it's been a great day in Nancy's Neighborhood, and so for today's events, bye-bye, folks.